And welcome back, everybody. Today we got a special guest,
What's
Jayon,
up?
Mr. Soul Fresh.
What's going on, everybody? What's up, man?
What's going on,
So
bro?
let's
This
get
is pretty
straight
exciting. This is a moment
into
in
it, dude.
history.
I know, man. This is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, we
What's
got
up?
a lot of exciting information for you guys. For you guys tuning in, make sure you thumbs up, hit that thumbs up, like, comment. We got the like comments here. We're gonna be viewing.
Yeah.
Let's get this podcast on the road. John,
Yeah, let's
get
go.
us the latest news, the important facts, which you're sharing with me before the podcast, the insight on the cryptocurrency and the changes we're going in the government right now with our currency.
So let's get into it, man. So pretty much, man, what a lot of people, we're at a time right now where people have to understand we're at a big time that we have the time to just change our futures for the better. People really need to start getting into this whole like cryptocurrency thing, man. It's honestly it's gonna be just a new currency in general, man. I look at it right now. This is probably like the only opportunity people really have. Like I told you before, to really have their Apple bubble, their you know Microsoft Windows bubble. Those times when those people hit that, when those people got lucky with investing into Apple, Windows, Amazon, Facebook. Those are things that people only knew from it from hearing from someone who was already in the wealth, or lucky enough that they knew that this was going to be a big thing. So this is not, obviously that's why everybody didn't hit it. But this right now, we're at a phase right now at time that everyone understands cryptocurrency is going to be the new central bank digital currency. This is basically the main way that people can actually be that 1%, and finally have that financial wealth that they always ask for. Um, this is huge. This is a definite a new whole genre that this is going to be able to take over. Right now, people have been seeing it. If they pay attention to the news, and besides all the drama and all that stuff that's been happening, you got to understand one of the main things is one point in life that we're having right now, just this year alone, is the government's been pumping out so much money, and they
Yep.
don't have they have to understand there's a reason behind it. It's not just because they want to be generous. It's the first time they've done it in history. Dude, we've been around decades and haven't been getting out this much money as much as they have now. And the reason why they know it is because they're pumping it out, and just pumping the digital dollar into oblivion. And they're doing it for a reason, to start building up for the main cryptocurrency. We're already 2,000% negative what our dollar even costs today. It takes about $26 just to print $1. That's how like below market we are in the US dollar. And then they're sitting there now just printing away and just
It's
giving money
sad.
away. Yeah, dude, and they're just giving money away. And it's for honestly, it's for a reason. People have to see these reasons, and it's because they know they're going to switch over to a whole new cryptocurrency. And when that happens, there's going to be the average middle class people are going to be poor, man, and the poor is going to be even more poor. And the ones that are going to be on top and be able to be the 1% is going to be the rich, the wealthy, and whoever happened to invest into a cryptocurrency. As long as it's the cryptocurrency that's going to be like mean something, it has to have a true asset of what's doing, not just the cryptocurrencies that
Shiba.
just don't do anything. It has to be it has to be definitely fundamental.
Throwing out the.
Cur- Currencies, definitely, man. It's gonna change the world, man. And I think people need to get on it, and honestly get on it soon, especially
It's
them
the
coming out with
future.
the news. Yeah, it's the future, man. You know what? And it's
Point man,
something,
period. It's the
dude, pretty much,
future.
man. It's something that I should have invested into a long time ago when I read about Bitcoin, but I didn't. Just because you read about these
Facts.
things, you read about like flying cars, all this crazy stuff, and it's super like out of reach that you don't think that it's possible until like one day it's just like, and it all happens. And it's like fuck,
Right.
I should have like fuck, I should have jumped into the Bitcoin thing and everything. But you know what? You always just take those as a learning lessons. Just move, man. Learn. Try to catch on to the curve, catch on to the wave. Don't be left behind. Because if you're left behind, you don't get your little surfboard. You're gonna get washed out.
Yeah, real
And
quick.
dude, honestly, and that's pretty much where it's at, man. Like we just have to just the only way to take over and really make generational wealth, not just for yourself, but for your future comings, is definitely jumping on board and jumping into the crypto assets. Build your assets, invest, definitely invest into your daily stuff that you use. You like Apple phones, invest into Apple. Uh, Androids, Microsoft, invest into computers, and just invest. I look at people like you're gonna waste your money anyways for the most part. Like you're just gonna fuck it off in the club on dumb stuff,
Right.
shoes,
Yup.
clothes. Like take that and invest into your future. Like that's honestly the wave right now.
Netflix every single month, paying that Netflix bill. The extra
Absolutely,
$13 into crypto, man.
absolutely,
Like right now, $13 in
absolutely.
Shiba will give you a lot. I give you millions of Shiba
And,
for
and people like
$13.
and some people might be like, oh man, I need my Netflix, I need my Amazon Prime. And if you did with your research, you will understand if you could just go into crypto.com itself, just being part of crypto.com, you can pay with the crypto.com card. And when you pay for your Netflix membership and your Amazon Prime, etc., the money you put into that bill gets reversed and gets thrown back into your cryptocurrency, and then you can have free money. So it's like free Amazon, free Netflix, and you're sitting there to play with more assets to play within to invest into
Yep.
yourself. And there's
Assets.
like, oh, you never sacrifice your Netflix, you never sacrifice your Amazon Prime. You're able
Yeah,
to
because there's people out
use
there
the
that be
system.
like, oh, I don't got the money to invest into crypto. Well, I don't got the money to start, or I don't know how to start. I mean, it's 2021. There's YouTube out there. There's
Yeah, man.
Google. If you don't know something, research
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's
man.
plenty of information out there. The stuff that Jayon is talking about. I mean, it's not a secret. It's known. If you do your
Mhm.
research, put in the
It's
time
there. It's in your
necessary.
face. Yep. Absolutely, man. And
You know,
people need to start catching on the wave, man. And they were just talking about in the news, like I was talking to you earlier today. And right now, I'll have you pull up the video and plug up. Definitely Coach JV. If you guys don't know who he is, this guy's the man. He puts you on. Um, he's a big XRP advocate, but not just XRP. Definitely, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, VeChain. And definitely, man, give this guy a listen. But you pull up right now and talks about the news, talking about basically October 18th, that we need more funding for money that we overfunded, and we need more. And then this is all just a crisis that they're just going to put the economy in a bad boom. Just one of the signs to start a whole new switching over to cryptocurrency, and this is one of many. But definitely, here's a perfect example. I'm gonna let them play it right now. A perfect example of why it's important to start being knowledgeable and get to it.
Warriors, October 18th, the U.S. economy could collapse, coming from the mouth of your government. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach and crypto coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Don't forget to click down below in the description. You can join our private Warrior Academy 120-day challenge, access to my portfolio, exit strategy, and getting your shit together with our 120-day challenge, our free Discord, free Facebook group. Let's get right into it, Warriors. Why is October why is October 18th so important? Now, I've been teaching you the game for about a year and a half now, and I want you to listen to what they say. I don't just watch these videos, I analyze them, I listen to what they say, and I make financial decisions based on where they're guiding us. When they tell us to look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. Now, remember, I believe, in my personal opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I believe they're all locked arm in arm behind the scenes, guiding us into the new financial system, which is a quantum financial system where banks are going to custody your cryptocurrency. Everything is going to operate on a blockchain. But what's happening is we're in the position where there could be a modern day bank run. And so they're making cryptocurrency look fraudulent, nefarious, used for illicit activities. But think about it, Warriors. Would you use Bitcoin or would you use cash? Cash is used way more for nefarious activities. So I'm teaching you to learn the game so you can't be played. So we're first going to watch this. I'm going to narrate a couple videos here. There's going to be longer videos, but these are really important, Warriors. Now, December, I've been talking about the debt ceiling before it was popular, and everybody's talking about it now. The debt ceiling, the debt suspension. The debt suspension was raised into 2019. Okay. So in 2019, they already were predicting a financial collapse coming, which was interesting. Excuse me,
Predicting.
financial recession to be
Yeah.
proper.
more like
And they raised
planned.
the debt suspension from 22 trillion, and they went set it at 22 trillion, and they ran hot. We're sitting at 28 trillion right now. So remember, our gross domestic product versus our debt is backwards. So where debt to income ratio is negative. So all the products, goods, and services in America, if we sold all of them, we couldn't even pay off our debt. So America is buried in debt.
We
You have
broke.
to borrow money to pay social security, government
Absolutely.
benefits.
Embarrassing.
And so if they do not raise the debt ceiling, you're going to hear it from their mouth, the mouth of babes, right? Oh, that wouldn't be kids. These are old, decrepit people if you watch them. But when you hear it from their mouths, they're going to tell you if you don't give us more money, if we can't give us more money, listen to what they say though. If we can't print more money, we can't pay these things. They're literally purposely crashing the economy. Why? Because we're heading into a new economy. So we're going
A
to
new
watch
world.
this
Yep.
news clip talking about Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell, the hearing yesterday. Then we're going to do a deeper one where Tommy goes in on Powell, but you need to listen to what he says, and I'll narrate it and I'll stop and share with you my opinion. All right, let's watch this first clip.
Let's get it.
Chair Jerome Powell and the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen telling lawmakers today, you have just 20 days to either raise this or suspend the debt ceiling. And if you don't do that, America could face an economic crisis.
It would be disastrous for the American economy, for global financial markets, and for millions of families and workers whose financial security would be jeopardized by delayed payments.
Secretary Yellen added that a failure to raise the debt ceiling could halt child tax credit payments for 30 million families, delay Social Security payments for 50 million seniors, and result in a spike in unemployment.
No.
Time is running out for Democrats and Republicans to come to an agreement. They have until the 18th of October to raise the debt ceiling. And on a separate issue, they have only until this Thursday at midnight to fund the government.
Okay, so they have this Thursday at midnight
there
to
you
fund
go.
the government.
So you can stop
They
right
have till
there.
the
So
18th to raise the debt ceiling. Now we're gonna watch a little bit more of this video, but I mean,
so if you guys definitely, if you the video is really interesting, the rest of that video, if you guys really want to listen to that, definitely give that a listen, give him a follow, man. That guy really knows what he's talking about. He has taught me, from me watching a lot of his stuff, so much, man, and stuff that I'm able to pass on over to my brother right here. um yeah, definitely, man. Like it's just gonna be a new time and a new era. People definitely need to
New
start
financial
catching on
system.
soon. Dude, people definitely have to jump on, man.
Yeah.
And if
It
you
sounds
guys,
like
if
the
you
New
guys are
World
aware,
Order, but for currency.
yeah, pretty much. And if you guys are aware, man, tell your friends, tell your family. If you need to be sometimes a little bit annoying with it, man, just constantly input it into your loved ones' brains, man, because when something happens in a point of life, guess what? The first person that they're gonna remember, or the little fact that they heard, was the stuff that you were talking about, and they already are ahead of the curve as far as you implanting that seed in their brain of certain things that you've been saying in keywords, and they may not have realized that they sunk it in their head, but when this point in their life and they get rid of the US dollar, that stuff is definitely gonna imprint into their brain, man. And they're gonna remember the actions of what to do, and you get a real quick call real quick on your phone, and they'll be asking, yo, so how do I do this, how do I do that? And yeah, man. So definitely people got to get on the curve, man. And don't sleep on these cryptos. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're going to be around for a long time. They're big ones. And definitely Cardano, nothing to sleep on. VeChain, and definitely XRP for sure. A lot of people think it's not really going to be a thing, lawsuit, and it's just going to be like a little toss around, and then people are going to lose out money, and that's not the case. You understand? Forever, the government's been doing manipulation and using certain stuff to make people not to get off the curve and the scent on certain hot things, for they can creep up on that wealth. And XRP is one of them. Why you think
Yep.
they've been getting a lot of the jabs and type of stuff that they've been talking about, constantly pushing, and just the delay, because it's going to be the new financial system. What XRP is doing, man, it's basically, if you guys don't know, to sum it up really short, when you guys buy anything with your cards, or transfer money, for example, you go to Victoria's Secret, anywhere, buy something, and you want to return it with your after you pay for it with your card, they always tell you it's going to take 7 to 10 business days to receive that money, and that's because your currency from the U.S. dollar has to switch over to the Western Union. Then from Western Union, it's got to switch over to whatever company is stationed at, Germany, Italy, etc. And for them to return that money back, they got to do it the same way, transfer it through that country, through the Western Union, back to your U.S. dollar, or
Long
Australia, wherever
process.
you're from. It's a
Right.
long process and it takes forever, and people don't have all day to wait for their money. And what XRP is doing is basically just being able to transfer big sums of money. You could transfer like $1 million for like just a couple cents, and you'll get it
Quick.
within like
Yup.
1.3 seconds.
Quick.
It changes the world because the world's been using that infrastructure, financial infrastructure of the Western Union, that concept for decades, and they're still using it, and it's just not the thing. Especially when you have cryptos like XRP choosing to change that whole infrastructure and bring people's money to their hand within this. That's huge. That's huge, and that's something millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires are going to be willing to invest into and mess with, especially governments. So don't sleep on those things at all, man. There's a lot of definitely good stuff. Do your homework. I'm no, we're me and Caesar here are no financial advisors whatsoever, but we definitely tell you do your due diligence, do your homework, learn your stuff. Um, don't just go off certain things that we say. Definitely take into conscious and heart of the things we say, but definitely do your own research before you choose to invest into anything. Definitely. And you'll see, I mean,
Right.
when we're talking about stuff like that, it's gonna really open your eyes and be like, wow, put you in a whole different
Something
world.
I wanted to add that you mentioned earlier, how they play around with the financial system, with the crashes and the ups
Hmm.
and the downs and the lows. Historically, when the Great Depression happened in the United States, back like when the early 1920s or 30s or so, um, when everybody was losing their properties to the banks, filing bankruptcy, companies closing down,
Hmm.
farmers not able to produce, or whatever the case might be, a lot of businesses shut down throughout that Great Depression. That's why there wasn't no work, and there was smart families that saved their money for not only for a rainy day, but for a storm that was
Hmm.
coming. And so, for instance, the Clintons, back in the day when the whole Great Depression happened, they were buying up land, as much properties as they could in that Great Depression when the market was down, the real estate was bad. They couldn't, that's the time where you want to take advantage, and
Take
buy
advantage of the
property, buy
lows.
land,
Always take advantage
those
of the lows.
lows.
Yep.
It's the same thing with
Hmm.
cryptocurrency. When the market crashes, there's people that actually celebrate, you know. And for people who don't hold their crypto to like save it and to stack it, that's when they get emotional. Let the emotions trigger them to act, to sell,
Absolutely.
too early, to buy at the wrong times. You can't, when it comes to crypto, you can't involve your emotions. And that's something that I learned, within this year and last year. For an example, like I mentioned to you before, John, about the XRP. I was up to 50,000 XRP coins, and when that whole drop and it got canceled out of
Mind you this, you were
Coinbase.
at that when it was like 19 cents. 19
Yes.
cents, yeah.
Now it's up like what, a dollar
Yeah,
or
yeah, almost a dollar. Yeah, yeah. I think actually, yeah, I think it's about a dollar. It went down just a little bit, just recent, but that's just all part of the plan, man. That as soon as that court is over, which is coming just around the corner, like really around the corner, that thing's gonna skyrocket. That thing's probably gonna shoot to like a $5, $6 right away. After that, it's just gonna keep on getting momentum. It's gonna keep shooting and shooting. Then people most likely then based on the FOMO that comes behind it, that those people that are just fear of missing out, they're just dumping money. Like, oh my God, XRP is going, it's going. I gotta catch it. I gotta catch it. And then that, it's crazy enough, man. But something like that could really bring a price to anything up to like $30. And you're
the
talking
whales.
million, you're talking millionaires immediately.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
you look at like for example like Shiba Coin. And we get into that for a little bit. You saw look at Shiba Coin. When Shiba Coin came out, people that just only spent $1,000 into Shiba Coin became millionaires worth 74 million bucks out of $1,000 put in. You can't like can you imagine that? Like if you were to tell anybody, give me $1,000 and I will return you 74 million, take my money. Take my money right away. And these and these are people that right now are already on the beach somewhere, and it's
Yeah.
and they don't understand. And this is still so much of a premature stage of crypto, and people really have to jump on it, man. Like this, I really can't stress it enough. Like people definitely have to jump on it. It's gonna be the new thing. This is your shot. This is your chance to be in that 1% person, that 1%er, be part of the club. And nothing's, man, nothing's more blessing right there. You have it in front of your hands. Look at what's going on around you. Pay attention to media. Pay attention to on what's going on all over the internet. Um, like people are getting rich all over the place because of cryptocurrency. And this is something that's so powerful that governments see that they're definitely buying millions of shares of, and they're doing it for reasons, definitely for reasons. And these are reasons that you guys gotta not sleep on, and definitely jump on the board. Like I said, grab a surfboard, hop on that wave. Don't let it wash you over, man.
Yep.
Don't let
You
it
don't
wash
need
you
to
over.
know how to swim either.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's
Just
not hard
hop
just to
on that
figure out how to
surfboard,
float.
baby.
Yep.
Hold
It's
tight.
not hard. It's just that's it, man. And you're gonna be screaming like the best ride at Six Flags. Just, woo,
Oh
the
yeah.
whole way. Yeah, man.
What are some of your favorite cryptos right now? Some of the cryptos that you're invested
Right
in.
right now, my main focus is Cardano, VeChain, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, um, at crypto.com Crow. It's new, but it's definitely gonna be a huge
It's
wave.
gonna blow up.
And it's so crazy because it's like probably the average person doesn't even realize it, but they watch the UFC, which is like one of the number one combat sports in the world. And these guys at the end of these fights are just uh, low key just putting on these shirts with a big crypto lion right on the center of their chest, and it's signs in your face, subliminal messages all over the place. And you guys have to capture these things and understand what it is. Just alone and see the stuff crypto.com is getting into.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
it, it's
I got
it,
a
it
lot in
yeah,
crypto.com.
yeah. It's
That's
it's it's it's
it.
it's gonna be a time you guys are gonna see us later down the line. You guys watch our journey, and you guys are gonna see where we'll be at within the
Yeah,
next
man.
good period of time, man. It's gonna be exciting, man.
It's
Just having the
exciting.
same conversation, and seeing us on a boat somewhere, or yacht. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
Podcast
cool,
number
man.
2 on the yacht.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yes.
be it's gonna be definitely we're
Some of
definitely excited about it.
my favorite coins right now, like you mentioned, the crypto.com coin, I put like 6500 into it.
Yeah.
And that's because I wanted to do that whole stake to unlock the cards.
Mm-hmm.
They do
Mm-hmm.
offer different Visa cards, they're different
Mm-hmm.
colors. You gotta qualify for those, or not qualify, but you have to stake a certain amount
Yep.
of
Yep.
money. So I see it as like milestones. There was goals that they were setting. I see that as a video game. So I'm like, man, if I can
Mm-hmm.
start, moving up this ladder with the different cards and do the 400 stack and then stack 4,000, I think the
Mm-hmm.
next one is 40,000,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you got 100,000, so
Mm-hmm.
even though I got no 40,000, 100,000 right now, but hey, I took the necessary step to stake that four,
Absolutely.
to stake the four racks.
Still
Um,
ahead of millions and millions of people. Still ahead.
and it got me investing into crypto.com coin, the crow. And then I look at these other websites that look hella suspicious, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
my opinion only. When I looked at Uniswap and Pancake Swap, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't want to put my credit card
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
information
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
here. I didn't really trust it, but when you let me know about the crypto.com, even the app looks super nice,
Yeah.
official,
Yeah.
clean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
professional, easy to use. I enjoyed it a lot more right off the back than I did Coinbase.
Coinbase, yeah, absolutely.
You know, I end up closing my Coinbase and going strictly crypto. And then
Hmm.
I look at Uniswap. Uniswap is like $23 a coin. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I look at Binance USA. It's like
yeah.
what, three hundred
For
and
yeah, yeah,
twenty
yeah,
four
like you were saying,
dollars a
yeah. Hmm.
freaking coin.
Yeah, yeah,
And you're telling me crypto.com right now, I think it's like 15, 16 cents.
yeah.
It's been down a little bit the last couple of days.
Hmm.
But
But it has so much of everything though.
you know,
Yeah.
it was recently up to 19 cents and it's been at its highest of like 32 cents. So I
Yep.
know that's coming. I
Oh,
just
it's
got to be
coming.
patient.
Out of
You know,
out of
like John
of
said, I got to
hands,
ride
they're
that
into it.
wave.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And people understand, do your research just on crypto.com itself. You see the crazy amount of partnerships they're part of. You know, like huge of partnerships they're part of. With airlines, like I said, airlines, Netflix, Amazon, the UFC, and so much more, man. Like definitely look into them. They're definitely going to be. If you look at Binance is at 300. I seen it at a height. I think it was like 430 or something like that before the little crash happened. That it's all planned crash happened. Then now it's resetting itself and just moving back up. But it's over its 300, and crypto.com right now is killing it. It's like one of the number one top ones that are just like a bull, just taking over slowly. And like Caesar said, man, it has such a good presentation, has such a good look key. I think it's, believe it or not, I think it's probably rated one of the most easiest using uh, crypto platforms right now. That's so simplified and easy, man. And it's only just, there's so much more to come, man. Definitely, like I said, like 15, 16 cents. It definitely worth investment. Like if I heard now Bitcoin was worth 15, 16 cents, guarantee I'd like take my money, if I
Yeah,
knew how much what it is
I
now,
would put
and
everything I
when
had into it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When I learned about it, it was 10 cents, man. When I learned about it, and I wish, dude, I wish, man, my your life would have changed with $100. I'll tell you that much. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you would have had to hold on for a
yeah,
couple of years,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. But after, you don't know where you'll be in 10 years. And in 10 years, 40 something, 50 million, like looks real good,
mm-hmm.
Um, but
And
definitely,
Sheba
man,
goes
like
to the moon.
yeah, 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 absolutely, yeah. Um, so yeah, man, there's so many definitely good coins out there, um, but still a certain handful. Like I said, do make sure you guys do your research, because there's a lot of where there's some good coins, there's a lot of really crappy coins that just all about grabbing your money. So definitely do your due diligence to really learn about these coins, and this stuff, man. It's super important, but other than that, like I said, like when you guys get the chance, man, if you guys don't know about it, like I said, look into Cardano, VeChain, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Um, Definitely a crypto crow. Definitely look into that. I love that platform, man. Definitely look into them, and you'd be really surprised the type of stuff that they're doing. Those coins that I just talked about now, those companies, and you'd be like, why am I not invested into this already?
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like how much it is going on right now.
It's been growing. It's growing now. You know, last night I was on my company night atmosphere call, and Michael D'Odano, the CEO of TOP Marketing, you know, he shared his experience with Cardano and also somebody he was mentoring. You know, this girl, she's only been 2 years in the business and invested some money into Cardano, and literally she was telling her story how one morning she woke up and she had over $80,000 in profit on her stuff. Like she woke up one morning, decided to check it out, and boom, there was this huge, I guess, you know, when everything flew up in Cardano, you know, last year, whatever the case might be, she profited $80,000. And you know, it changed her life and it showed her that, you know what, this is possible. And I think that's what holds back a lot of people, is that they think, well, no, that can't happen for me, or
Yep,
you know, if I
yep,
invest my little money in here, I might get ripped
yep,
off, or I might get
yep,
scammed, or I
yep.
don't know what I'm doing.
And
The
remember what I
best.
always say: scared money makes no money.
Yep. You got to take that leap forward, that leap of faith,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely,
the
man.
worst thing you can do is basically have money saved, even if it's
Yep,
digital, you're
just
still
rotting away,
saving
man.
money. That's how I see it. I have all this money saved in my wallet, and I'm
Hmm.
grateful for it because I'm not spending it, you know.
Absolutely, man.
And that was one of my big challenges in life was saving money,
Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
especially with my past in direct marketing. I made so much money in the past and then I
Hmm.
wasted so much money, but now I have the outlet where I'm like, yo, I'm addicted to saving
Yeah, man.
money, because if I
Yeah.
invest in crypto coin or VeChain or SHIB, I'm like going in on
Absolutely.
SHIB right now, like
Yeah. Yeah.
religiously. I'm
Yeah.
really
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
missing Universal here in the podcast studio. Um,
Yeah.
but it's a great savings, and even if it's
Absolutely.
2 years, 3 years, hey, I still got that money saved, and I ain't gonna touch it until I see a huge
And
spike.
absolutely, man. Like people don't understand. Like when you see that stuff, man. Like I honestly like every time I open my crypto app on my phone, I just smile from ear to ear
Right?
every time that I see this thing, because it's like it's truly a reminder every time you look at your my wallet of like, man, look how much money I'm saving. Like look how much money that I've invested and got doubled, tripled. Like this, all this money would have been blown off somewhere in
Yeah,
some
dude.
store,
Like
someone else's
honestly,
business.
let's say for an example, that 50,000 um XRP coins that I lost out on. If I would have saved that, how much would I would have made right now?
Well, right now it's about
And it
two
went up
dollars.
to
So you,
like a dollar 89 that I
yeah,
seen.
yeah. It went up to almost $2. Yeah, $1.89, man. Man, and you bought it at 19 cents a pop. You spent, man, what was it for 50,000? You didn't spend really that much, man. And but right now it's almost a dollar already. You would have had like 50 grand, and you didn't
Yeah,
spend
dude.
nowhere
I
near
had a couple of
50,000.
racks. I think
No,
it was like
yeah,
four
dude,
or
you
five
would have.
thousand dollars into it
Yeah,
that
and then you,
time.
yeah, I was 5 grand. It was like 5 grand. Yep. And
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
you would have like 50 grand, like crazy how much from 5,000 from $50,000. And that's just playing, like that's just for the average regular person just playing with a $1,000, $2,000, $100, and seeing that profit, man. Like that's it, to some people, it's the people that obviously make a lot more money. 50 grand may not seem like a lot, man, but there's for other people 50,000 change their life.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and people can't like sleep on it, man. And these are just some of our experience and our stories, man. It's great, and that's why, like for example, like Caesar was talking about, this is the stuff that we get excited for, like, and I'm actually happy that I have this addiction of investing my money. Like I love it,
It's an
man.
investment.
Dude,
Keywords.
I
It's
love
an
it, man.
investment.
Like I get pumped, like even when I do on little ventures and get my money on the side and stuff like that, I'm already pumped when before I'm getting my money. Like, woo, I can't wait to see what I'm about to invest into. And it's great, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, dude,
When
like
you
I
have
said
a little
earlier, it's
extra
like,
money on your debit card and it's that little
yeah, man.
itch,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh man,
The
well,
the
man, I
fi-
can
the
get an
fi-
extra
the
couple of
crypto card.
coins of this or
Yeah, yeah,
get
yeah,
some coins of
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. And
Man,
then
ten
and just
dollars
over
right now
time,
with
man.
some
Yeah.
Shiba. Man.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Just over time, seeing the thousands amount of shares that it just takes a cent, 1 cent,
Right.
because of how much progress you put in to really change your life, man. And it's cool, and that's why I say it's definitely important that people really invest into, like I said, not just any coin, but definitely look at those main asset fundamental coins, man, and that actually are doing something. And there's coins out there that are doing something, and invest, because like I said, man, believe it or not, to some people, they think the economy is not going to shut down or it's not going to, and I'm telling you, it's around the corner. When I tell you around the corner, this corner is very small. Um, and I don't doubt it right now if they're already discussing to how they're going to shut the economy down already and just let the public know. I don't doubt they already had this conversation. Oh, we're gonna mess up the economy by next week for sure, dude. Like, and for the people who have these these crypto assets, man, they're gonna be all right, because no matter what, man, the U.S. dollar economy is shut down, but that crypto economy is gonna still keep moving, man, no matter what. It's not going nowhere. It's never shutting down. Even if that, then that's one thing what people don't realize. That's the reason why the government tries so hard to find who is in control of Bitcoin, to see who they can sue, who they can lock up, put away, to try to, because they understand how powerful cryptocurrency is. And this is why, who the guy who made Bitcoin, uh, make sure he wasn't faced, for sure. Didn't show no face whatsoever, and he knew what he was doing, and he definitely did something amazing, man. And this is why they can't shut it down, no matter what you do. All the governments in the world, which will never happen, but all the governments in the world can say, let's shut down Bitcoin together, cryptocurrency. Let's shut it all down, and then go on moving with our regular lives, which will never happen. But at the end of the day, even if they all do that, say they all, I can literally just go to my closet or go to my room, plug up my computer, and Bitcoin's running. And no matter what, you can't shut it down. Um, and this is something that they know, no matter what. And if you can't stop something that's a money making machine, you can't stop it. All you have to do is join it. And this is definitely what they're doing, man. And they're seeing how valuable it is, how insane valuable it is, that they could just, like I said earlier, people put in $1,000 into coins and got 74 million bucks. So now think of governments putting in 100 million. Think about that return. That's like ridiculous, man.
Big, big.
So like
And the
they're doing it for
information's out
reasons.
there.
Mm-hmm.
It's out there
Absolutely, the
for
information's
everybody.
out there. Absolutely. Yep, and people just have to, and believe it or not, a lot of the information has been in their face so many times. You have so many celebrities that've been coming out, doing commercials. You had Peyton Manning doing his commercial, talking about the crypto financing. You have so many other people, like, it's out there. Like I said earlier, UFC, these guys putting on their shirts, crypto.com. It's out there, people. It's there in your face. Like, wipe your eyes, take out the cloudiness, jump on the train, because if not, you're gonna get left behind. When you're left behind, it's cold in the dark.
Yeah,
You wanna be
because
out there,
the
man.
moment where they really take a stand on crypto and they hit you with, oh yeah, the US dollars no more, the
Yep.
paper currency is no more, they're already coming up with the excuse that there is
Yep.
a chain shortage, that there's no
Yep.
change out there, that somehow magically the quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies are evaporating in thin air.
Yep.
Where are they going?
Yeah,
Like,
and
come
just a
on,
couple
man.
months ago, right? Just a couple months ago, they were like, "Here's money, there's money, here's money," and now it's, "Oh man, we have no more money, guys."
Yeah, we're in
And,
debt, trillions
yep,
and trillions of
yep,
dollars.
yeah,
You
yep. Hey, oh, by the
know,
way, the 500, two
the
hundred
land of the
thousand,
broke.
yeah, yeah, the 200, 100,000, 500,000 million dollars of U.S. dollars you got saved in your bank. Guess what?
How do we have
Don't
so
mean,
many
doesn't,
multi-billionaires and
yeah, yeah, doesn't mean
multi-millionaires
nothing
in
no
the
more.
United States, but we're broke?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So, and we got
And
broke money, money that's not worth anything, that the value of the US dollar has literally went down the drain,
yep,
especially with the Middle East changing their currency, their that they used to buy oil and sell oil. They were using the US dollar. Now they're using what I think
they went,
UK
yeah, yeah,
or
they went to euros.
euros. There we
Hmm.
go. Euros.
Yep, yep. They went to and then that's just going to change from euros. It's going to change to
Hmm.
cryptocurrencies. That's just what it's going to be, man. Like, people, like I tell people, man, open your eyes, man. Just definitely, I'm all about seeing people win. I hate to see people, like, be left behind. And if I could have more people win as possible, man, that's the key, man. And that's why I tell people, man,
Yep.
please just
Shout out
don't.
to Crystal Clear Audits.
Yeah,
They said gold is the best.
gold.
Store
Yep,
it and ground it till paper currency is worthless. I mean, that's true. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah,
for
yeah, absolutely,
thousands and
man.
thousands of years, gold has
Gold.
been
Yep.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
People
Gold.
are sleeping
Your
on the
gold, your
gold
silver.
investment as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely, man.
Silver,
Absolutely,
copper,
man.
even copper. One day they might not
Coming
have
from the earth.
copper.
Yep. things that are coming from the earth that stays in our planet that was came born here. That's something definitely invest into, man. And those, I think those are items, that pure diamonds, stuff like that. That's stuff it's never gonna go nowhere. Like if anything, if obviously if it lowers down of because there's not many, that means it's just gonna be worth more or whatever's around. So, um, and it's the same way, man, with crypto, and that's what they're just going to do eventually over time. Like Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin's just going to get to a point that there's going to be so much already bought that the coin is just going to be so valuable and so rare already that it's going to be like at crazy prices, like 100,000, over 100,000, 200,000. It's eventually going to get to that point, man, and it's going to be and from people who buy just $100 in now, which is like 0.000 like 0.05, but may look at it maybe 5 years from now when that thing is like Bitcoin's worth like 300,000, 400,000. That 0.0005 will make you a millionaire. Like because it's crazy of how quick the economy is moving, and we're a time and an era that we're gonna be at, man. It's worth it, man. Like I said, do your due diligence, learn about it. It's there, man. And just like you said, gold too, man. Like don't sleep on your main assets that come from the earth.
Speaking
Life
about main
changing.
off assets that come from the earth, you know, another thing is gem minerals. Crystal minerals. I got a couple of friends on Facebook. They're very talented, and they um, cut the crystals, they polish them, they make amazing, beautiful designs. Stuff that you see at actual jewelry stores. And I'm seeing people like the main source, people who scope and make these. I'm like, man, yo, like I want to invest in some minerals, some crystals. I want to have a little jewelry box of all these beautiful natural cut stones that look like jewels, like something you see in a treasure chest, like in the movies, in the cartoons. They had
Yeah.
the gold coins, and there's always like jewels and diamonds and rubies
Hmm.
and emeralds and stuff like that. And that those are minerals from the earth, and they also hold value. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
diamond is one of the most expensive crystals. It's a crystal. It's a gem mineral.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's crystals out there. They're a lot more rare and a lot more
Absolutely.
expensive than diamond.
Absolutely.
Diamond is one of the most strongest,
Yep.
but there's
And
crystals out there that are a lot
one
more
of the main
expensive.
rarities is obviously what makes anything rare is just the fact that there's less of them.
Yep.
And there's so many crystals and even diamonds, certain diamonds that there's a lot less of, and that's why the value on them are so high. Even the value of gold, man, like don't sleep on it. A lot of it's disappearing. Even platinum, silver, all that, it's disappearing, man. And these are things too. And believe it or not, man, this is why a lot of the wealthy, like the true wealthy, they have bank vaults full of this stuff, gold bars, silver, and all that stuff. And it's super valuable, man. Don't sleep on it. Don't just invest, man. Invest into yourself. That's the key. Like I say, even for your daily stuff, man, you use your daily, just invest into it. You use Gillette for shaving. That's something you like every day. Invest into the company, man. These are things that are just going to be value to you. Look at AMC, dude. AMC just came out.
AMC. Yep.
Yeah, AMC theater. Look what happened with them. Blew up for anyone.
Blew
It
up.
was like man, when we had just straight COVID, right in the beginning. What was it like $5? It was so low in the price because no one going to movies, no one was worried about movies, no one thought about it, and before you knew it, that thing was it was the first theater to be released out there, and now AMC just came out on Twitter just the other day and said that they're going to start taking payments of Bitcoin, Ethereum, it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and one of the
Dog
others I can't
coin.
remember. Dogecoin. No, but I know
Dogecoin.
they asked the people. They said, "We have a question. There's a lot of people on my feed talking about Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Dogecoin. Do you guys believe that you think we should take Dogecoin?" And that's huge because even like Shiba, for example, the owner of Shiba, he came out and retweeted that tweet and said, "Hey Shiba Army, let them know about Shiba," and tweeted back because Shiba's the page on Twitter is about over 900,000 followers right now, and they've been seeing their craze and their following has been going crazy. He knows the power of the followers, and it's the number one thing on Twitter right now of trending of research is Shiba, and just the point where it's at, man. There's so much growth for it to get to, and definitely something that I would say investing some of your money into.
Oh yeah, Shiba
People are
Army
doing it for a
baby.
reason. It literally it's literally so cheap right now. It's I mean zero zero zero
Everybody
zero
could get
zero
on
zero.
it.
It's
There's no
dude.
excuses.
You get a
No
million
excuses
shares for
at
like
all.
nine
You
ten
could put
dollars right now.
right.
It,
Bro,
it
50. I remember
shares,
Kool-Aid,
sorry,
my
coins.
uncle, right? DJ
Hmm.
Kool-Aid, you know him. That when I went over his house like 2 months ago when I was in Chicago, he had the crypto.com app,
Ah, it's funny.
and he had that I think $50. All he had $50 on SHIB, but
No
I
shit.
guess at the time he got it, it was must be even low because he had
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like 189 million
Yeah, that's
coins
crazy. Yeah,
for like $50.
yeah, dude. He definitely got profit already. he he definitely got profit. I think what man, he definitely got profit, dude. He for 100 million coins, it's about I think just a little under $1,000, I believe. So man, if he got it for over 100 million for like $50, he got money, dude. He got crazy profit at that, man.
Bro, that's why
Um,
I'm like, any extra change I could put into my crypto wallet, I'm putting it into SHIB. I've been
Absolutely,
stacking
man.
my crypto.com coins. I've been stacking my SHIB coins. So every week I get an extra 50,000
Staking, yeah,
coins and staking
yeah,
50,000 coins a SHIB. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that builds up week after week, week after the week. In a
And
month,
dude,
that's
how many?
200,000 coins.
Okay, so that month, that 200,000 coins. When you're staking those 200,000, how many coins are you staking that are giving you that 200,000 for the end of that month?
Right. So I have so far five different SHIB stakes.
Yeah.
I know one is 10 million, one is 99 million, one is like 8 million.
Hmm.
I have another one of 25 million, if I didn't say that already. So I got,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, in each five, I invested different amounts. One time I invested 600, another time I invested 180,
So
140,
which one is bringing you the two
$50.
hundred thousand? Which staking amount is bringing you the 200,000? Which one?
Oh, all of them. I'm giving you the example of all five of them
Okay,
because
okay, yeah, man.
some of the lower stakes are producing 3,000 ship tokens. Another
So
one might
now,
be 5,000, and then I
and that's
have
what people have
one,
to.
the
That's
one
what
that I
people have to
got like
understand.
600.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one that I got 600 in stake right now is producing 39,000 coins. There's more digits to it, but it's 39,000
yeah.
coins every single week without even doing anything, just saving
And
it.
that's how powerful. And people don't realize, like, you can just have your. That's basically Caesar having his money work for him. He's buying a one time buy of a nice little bag of these coins, and he's just staking them, letting his money work for him. At that point, he doesn't need to invest anymore of these same coin over and over. He's just getting them for free. So like that's so you understand, like, sometimes even to $100 for someone to throw into crypto may be a lot for certain other people. But if you have it, and or if you could at least build to it, do it, man. Like I said earlier, like $9, $9 to $10 gives you a million shares. Like $100 give you like 10 million, maybe 11 million. You're staking that. You probably spend your $100 once, let it stake. You stake it for 3 months. Like he just said, he's getting like 200,000, 30,000 free coins because it's the high value of staking that you're putting. Your money is just working for you. So now that value of $100 that you just invested into is now worth 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and you didn't even put in no more money. And that thing is just going itself. And you're just sitting back, like collecting all the interest. And it's beautiful, man. Like I tell people, like there's so many ways, there's so many outlets, man. Like, and that's just staking for something like that. Imagine you staking your Ethereum, Bitcoin, like some of these guys that caught on earlier for their Bitcoin, a million shares when that thing's like 10 cents each. Imagine the amount of money they're making now. Like in his case, they're probably making like 200,000 a day for like a million. Like it's crazy, you know, like the wealth, the generational wealth, like it's out there. It's for everyone to grab. Like this is the first time in the world ever in history that people are ever to give that outlet of like, hey, this is your Apple chance, this is your Amazon chance, this is your Facebook chance that you could have jumped on those shares, make you millions. Here's that chance. And it's for everyone. You didn't have to know a rich person to know it because crypto's out there. It's for everybody and everyone knows it. The average person that doesn't even that has their head under a rock knows about it because they hear it everywhere. And this is your chance, man. Like and I tell people, man, it's you gotta change with the world. Just like the world's been like that. Evolution's constantly changing. From planes, helicopters, way of travel. It's evolution, constant changing. Whatever makes the world easier, better. Cell phones, uh, phone talking through your screen, like just like me and Caesar's doing right now. Like if you were to tell us we're gonna be able to do this 15 years ago, 20 years ago, like, oh, that's crazy. Be able to talk to someone else through a screen on the phone across the country or across this another state and be able to have a regular conversation face to face. Like that type of technology, that's crazy. And look, here we are. And these are things like the world's always going to move that way. Man's all about making everything easier. Man and woman's all about making everything easier for the regular person. And if you can not worrying about a dollar that keeps on depreciating and invest into a crypto asset that's like really appreciating like over time and not underappreciating. It's on certain occasions, like it's great, man. Bring you generational wealth and be able to make you do fast movements with your money and do a lot of great things. And that's why like Florida, Texas, and a lot of other states are putting Bitcoin ATMs all over the place. And they do it because they're already setting up. They're
Yes,
already knowing what's
sir.
coming. They're
Yup.
already knowing what's
Yup.
coming. They're already
Even
presetting.
here in
These are, like I
Missouri, I
said,
see it.
yep,
Do you see
these
it in
are
Chicago?
signs. No, yeah, I saw one in Chicago. There was one in downtown, and I went to. I believe I was with my wife in Chinatown, and we saw one. And talking about it was like a little store talking about we received Bitcoin here, and then she pointed out like, look at this, and it's like you see, it's crazy. Like it's so many signs in your day to day life. It's in your face, like trying to tell you, hey, come on, I'm trying to help you be rich. And this is it, man. Like, and I said, tell
Yep,
people like
because
I'm pretty
those who
excited about
know,
this.
they know.
Absolutely. And if you don't know, like I said, man, learn it. It's
And
not that
stay tuned for
complicated.
more podcasts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This I could talk about this type of stuff all day, man. It's great, man. I love this stuff. Like just upgrading in life and just everybody just hearing people about winning, hearing people's stories. Definitely, man.
Yep.
If anyone that's just out there winning, continue to win. Definitely would love to have you on here on the podcast and tell us your story, man. Like we love it. I love hearing
Oh yeah.
people win. I love hearing what they're doing. The business aspects teach me something too, man. Like I love that stuff. Me and Caesar love it. And this is why we're doing this now. Just to talk and things that we're into. We love, man.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited. It's never too late. When it becomes late is when you stay stagnant and you're not trying to prove yourself, or you're letting excuses get to you and you're not taking that first step. You know, like I said, we talked about a couple of different cryptos. One of the cheapest cryptos anybody could get into right now is the crypto.com
Yeah.
coin. And they also got, I mean, what I was trying to say is the Shiba,
Yeah. Hmm.
Shib Army. That's the
Yeah.
cheapest coin right now. That
Yeah. One of the
you
cheapest,
know,
strongest ones. Yeah.
and it's only been out for a year. People, I
Yeah.
see people in the Shib Army chat rooms and groups on Facebook and stuff
Going
like that. You see like
crazy. Yeah.
certain people that like know, and they're stacking so
Yeah.
much money, and they're
Yeah.
ranking themselves. What I'm saying,
Yeah.
like whales and sharks and
Yeah.
this and that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
what?
And it's people that work probably in your local Jewel Osco
Yep, you see
that
them at
just walking
Starbucks.
around, yeah, walking around with a huge bag. And it's not just Shiba, man. You have coins that like it's expressing like VeChain, man. VeChain's at what I think it's like 8.5 or 9 cents right now, and that's, man, it's so cheap. Like I look at these
Cheap.
coins that are so volatile, man. They're really going to be something. Just like I looked at Bitcoin, and if you don't know even about VeChain, man, VeChain is man, it's a huge, great thing, man. It's basically a company that's really taking charge of the infrastructure of cargo and shipping and everything like that. Basically, it has its technology is for any of these companies. Usually, when they ship out their products in these crates, ships, etc., a lot of times they lose their products, and they lose their products from bulks of the products from people just stealing it and then selling it off for their own side pocket and etc. And believe it or not, man, one of the number one two things in the world that's they lose billions in dollars are of is wine and cheese, man. Like I was selling cheese the other day, and it's crazy to think that, man. You would think
Wine
it's
and
something else,
cheese.
and it's wine and
Holla
cheese
mercy.
that they're losing billions of dollars of.
Whoop.
And what VeChain's able to do is, if you happen to go to a foreign country and you say, "Can I have some Don Perignon, for example?" And you pour that, you'll be able to have an access app that VeChain has underneath it, and just scan that bottle, and that reading of that scan will be able to tell you exactly if that bottle is real, if it's fake, actually where it came from, where the temperature it was being held in,
Yep.
where it traveled through, everything to let you know if it's legit. They also do the same thing for shoes, for Nike, Jordans, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, all these companies. You'll be able to scan it
Assets.
and to know the
Assets.
assets,
That's the word
assets
that
to
people
know
need to become
to
conscious. Assets.
absolutely
You should
assets
be
to
teaching your
understand if it's
children the
real or
first
fake,
the
man.
first word they say is assets. It
Mm-hmm.
starts with the letter A.
Yeah,
You know, for a
and it's
reason.
great,
The first letter in the alphabet.
and
I'm
it's
not
crazy,
teaching my
man.
son
And
Apple. I'm teaching him assets.
yeah,
That's his first
assets,
A letter.
absolutely. It's his
He's
first
gonna
A
learn
letter, not Apple.
assets.
Assets. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's it, man. And VeChain goes down to the smallest thing, from your eggs, your cheese, your meat. It'll tell you what farm it comes from, where it was held, the temperature it's held, so you know your stuff is solid. What you're buying is worth it. It's solving so much problems when you lose your cargo for companies like Louis Vuitton, for example. When they lose their crates all the time, people steal their crates and just lost it in the bulk of all their stuff, and then people steal it, offshore sell it, and all that stuff. Well, VeChain offers them the technology and the solution that those companies can see exactly where their crates are, who has their crates, where did it get dished off to, who from what period to what period did it get taken out of order, and be able to fix the solution and crack down and just save billions and billions and trillions of dollars. For example, like that whole ship that was stuck in the port, that real big one, that all those goods, all that worth of millions and millions and millions of dollars of product was to go to waste. If VeChain, if that companies were to put VeChain on the course, that none of that product would have been to waste. All of it would have been accountable for. All of it would have been understand where it was stuck, the temperature it was in. The people would have been able to do stuff about it. They would have known if their stuff was getting more heated up or more cold. They would be able to send another extra boat to fix those solutions, so they don't waste that product. And VeChain would have offered that, but unfortunately they didn't have it, and that's why it went to waste. But VeChain, that's just some of the little pots, man. Just look into VeChain. It'll really surprise you. Like, wow, I can't believe, and believe it or not, I can't believe it's only at like 9 cents right now. And that's why I look at, like, a lot of people like don't sleep on some of these volatile coins that are cheap or dipping down in price, that actually really have an infrastructure, that are game changing and world changing. They're dropping those prices for reasons. Don't sleep on that. That's just manipulation. These are these whales buying these big bulks, then selling a million shares of it when it's at like 16, 25 cents, and then watching and getting that crazy profit, then watching it shoot down and having all the people get scared, all the new beginners that don't know how this crypto world works. Like in your case, like you did with XRP, and you sold off all your 50,000 shares, because you got the manipulation hit you. And these are things that this is part of the game, and this is something they've been doing, just like they do with the stock market. It's all manipulation, man. And you got to understand, do what the billionaires and what the main manipulators are doing. They are buying at the lows, selling at the highs, and on those dips again, continue to buy, and just and do the same thing, and you see how much your life will change, man. And like I tell people, if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency and just where it's going and what the world is going to be at, you'd be really surprised, and definitely look out for that government shutdown thing that I was talking about. Some people might think that's super crazy or think it's really out of reach. But remember, for the people that's listening to me now, when you see that stuff on the news and you hear about it, you're gonna remember me and Caesar's face and be like, you heard it from us first if you haven't heard it already, man. And just definitely, man, stay apart, man. The world's changing, change with the world. Um, and that's the way, man. Scared money doesn't make no money, and you might as well invest it than to screw it over and just throw it away uh, on stuff that that's not valuable. Assets.
There we go.
Always invest into assets,
Assets,
man. So
baby. If you learn
there you go,
anything
man.
from today's show, this
Yeah,
first episode, if you learn anything, assets. What I'm saying? Your
assets. Yeah,
cryptocurrency is an asset, gold is an asset, minerals are asset, land, property, businesses,
valuable. Yeah,
corporations, they're assets. You
assets,
know,
man. Yeah.
the thing is, a lot of people are quick when they make a little money. They're quick to spend their earnings, their profits on things that are not assets, like a nice new car,
Mhm.
or like
Mhm.
clothing, and then the
Mhm.
newest shoes, or they want to floss a little bit. But
Yeah.
buying
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
car, $100,000 car or $2 million car, it's not the right asset because the
Yeah.
value goes down.
Yeah. As soon as you
On
drive
those.
it, believe it or not, even have to be like a little rare Bugatti. Granted, them things will still make you some money, but it loses value the moment it drives off that lot. The moment it leaves
Woo!
that lot, it
Real
loses
quick.
value.
And I used to sell
Really quick.
cars.
Yep.
You
And
know.
that's just how it is, man. And unfortunately, believe it, there's some cases, some of those cars or some of those certain type of shoes end up being assets, but not all of them, man. And definitely just don't waste your money on it. If it's, like now, if you, I ain't gonna stunt, man. If you have it, man, and it's okay throwing away $100 or $200 or 1,000, and it's fortunate that you just throw it away because you have a lot of other investments into assets, then yeah, go right ahead. Definitely pat yourself on the back. You deserve the gift. But for anyone, don't sleep on assets, man. I would invest first into Cardano, XRP, VeChain, etc. before I sit there and buy me a $250 shoe that's I know it's gonna be like whatever for.
Oh yeah.
So
And
yeah, man.
real
But
quick, John.
yeah,
So we're coming on to an hour here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, our first
I,
hour here
our
on the
first hour, man.
podcast,
It's
guys. We
it's
want to
fun,
hear
man.
from you in the comments. Let us know, and for
Yeah,
the
let us know
future
definitely in the comments. Yeah,
viewers of this show, let us know. Hey, we appreciate your comments. We're gonna be making sure that we respond to everybody as well. We want to reach out. This is just the
yeah.
beginning. This is something me and John just
Absolutely,
threw
more to
together
come.
real
Yeah,
quick. Real like me and him were literally just talking. I'm like, bro, we've been talking about this
yeah.
podcasting for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead.
Show
Let's
them
see
the
what
logo.
happens.
Definitely show them the logo behind you. Show, there it goes.
Oh, let me
So
get the mic out the
Universal
way.
podcast right there. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh
There it is,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
He created
Get
how
used to
long
that
it took you
sound, man.
to create that baby right
Um,
there?
just a couple minutes. Not bad,
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's not bad,
Some
man.
couple of
So
minutes and pressure. I was in his
yeah,
ear.
yeah, yeah.
Like, come
Pressure. Yeah.
on,
Are
man.
you
Here
done yet?
you.
Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Yeah. Time is ticking. I gotta go to sleep. I
Yeah.
gotta wake up and
Yeah.
grind tomorrow. Hurry up. But
Wake
yeah,
up and
man. No,
grind.
yeah,
I
it's definitely,
appreciate the
man. I have
viewers. We
fun,
had a
man.
consistent 3 to 4 viewers
Yeah.
here.
We got a couple
Thank
viewers, man.
you
Thanks, man.
for everybody in the comment section commenting. Shout out to Crystal Clear Audits and Mimi Solis in the building. We appreciate you guys watching. Please support this channel by liking the video, subscribe, share,
For
and
sure.
definitely don't be afraid to reach out in the comments. And stay
Absolutely, man.
tuned for another amazing videos. And
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, brother.
yeah, man. Thank you for taking time and giving us the
Always,
opportunity to
man.
create this moment.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
And real quick, I want to promote the YouTube channel, guys. Here on Universal TV. Come check it
Yeah.
out. We got a couple of playlists here for you. We got First Amendment audits. I have a whole playlist of videos I done with Mr. America. He's been like my teacher in
Huge,
this
huge.
auditing
Yeah.
game. That's El Mited right there.
Doing big
I
things.
even
Yeah,
have
man.
videos doing comedy skits with different filters, different characters, and for people who like paranormal and ghost stories and We have some paranormal videos. You have to watch this from the first video. So it breaks down and explains what orbs are, and you be able to see a lot of orb activity and a lot of different spirits throughout the whole season there. I'm pretty exciting. And shout out to Mrs. Universal because she also has
Yeah.
her playlist on here. We have her music video, Mary Jane. You're gonna check it out. It's a really
Yeah.
dope music video. We got videos of her planning and a
Doing
whole
big things,
bunch
man.
of
Everybody
videos.
doing big things. Yeah, man.
Yes,
Even
and
even even your little boy got his own page. Everyone doing
yep,
something.
baby
It's awesome.
Universal. And
Baby
then shout out
Universal.
to
Yeah.
our me and John. We're big Call of Duty type of
Yeah, man.
guys.
That's what we
So
do on
here's a
our off
couple
time
of
when we get whenever the time we get some.
yep. Here's a couple of games of that, and then big shout out to the Kansas City motorcycle, fever out here, man. The motorcycle
Yeah, man.
fever is strong in Kansas City, just like it is in Chicago. So I got videos here showing everybody some stunts of a couple of stunt riders. We got the reality
Yeah.
show. We got the 2020, 2021 dropping pretty soon. Those videos have been in the records room. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
as you
yeah.
see, the Universal Podcast.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
so
yeah.
universal, baby. Let's get
So
it.
Universal,
Got
let's
some
go, man.
motivational videos, guys. Again, just like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for viewing. You got me, my brother right here,
Yeah.
Mr. So Fresh, Mr. Universal. John, any last words?
No, man, just pretty much just I had a pleasure being on, man. It's awesome. I love doing this stuff, and like I tell everybody, man, just make sure, man, you definitely look into it, man. The stuff we've been talking about, you would be so grateful and thank us later, man. But other than that, man, I love you, brother. Everyone that happened
Love you
to
too,
tune
brother.
in, love you guys. Thank you for the love,
Yeah, we
and
love you guys.
we just want to see everybody win, man. So we're fortunate and being blessed with learning this knowledge, and key is, what is knowledge if you can't share with other people? So
Amen.
yeah, amen, man. Yeah, so definitely, man, it was fun though. You'll see more of us soon, definitely.
Whoop, whoop dee. See
Take it
you
easy, man.
guys.
Bye.